What's up, everyone out there? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with a new Collector's News episode. We just set through the RE showcase where they announced the new Resident Evil 4 Collector's Edition for the remaster. And we're going to be deep diving into this, pricing, availability, where you can get this item, what this item entails, what it comes with, is it worth it, personal opinions, etc. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this real quick. If you're not currently a subscriber, consider subscribing to the channel. We're trying to draw out the community, and if you like the video, smash that like button so hard it turns blue. Help boost me up the YouTube algorithm to reach out to fellow collectors and video game enthusiasts just like you. Without further ado, let's go ahead and deep dive into this. So this, like I said, was announced for the release of the Resident Evil 4. The Collector's Edition is due to release March 24th, 2023. So we got a few months before this item comes out. It says that just like, RE2 Collector's Edition Remastered, RE3 Collector's Edition, Resident Evil Village Collector's Edition, that is available for pre-order at the time of the end of the showcase. However, we were unsuccessful in finding it on Amazon, no resellers on eBay, which is always a good sign that your timing is correct. And nothing on Walmart, nothing on Game Exchange. Couldn't find it on Best Buy. They always do this. And if the previous ones have been a testament to the frustration amongst the community, that probably what will wind up happening, previous collector's editions wise, whenever they say it's available for pre-order now, then it'll probably go live via stores for pre-order sometime in the middle of the night, and I'll wake up to all of the seller locations being completely sold out, and having to, just the fact that you have to consider going through a reseller on eBay, which you never do unless you're getting it for retail, then then that's an avenue that's pretty much your last ditch effort to get one. Maybe you might get it at an auction for a pre-order. And what sucks about that is on launch day it'll be shipped to them, and then they have to do a turnaround and ship it to you. So you don't get to play the game day one, and it's something I've had to do in the past. Luckily, I've lucked out and I haven't had to pay anything more than retail for a reseller setting, which doesn't make sense, but to each his own. I was lucky enough on Resident Evil 3. Whenever that went live, I was unsuccessful in getting a pre-order, so I actually had to contact a seller off of eBay and ask them if they're willing to take less. Luckily, they said that they pre-ordered it. They have no intention of keeping the product. They just want their money back. So I was actually able to secure that. That never happens. Let me just tell you right now that was a shot in the dark type of situation, but I just wanted to voice my opinion on how frustrating it can be whenever you are passionate about the Resident Evil verse and you're trying to give them your money, and they conduct their business very poorly, where they say it's available for pre-order now, and then in the middle of the night it drops for pre-order, leaving it to bots and resellers to nab up all the pre-orders, and then you're just left with the scraps. It's just a very frustrating situation. We have secured a pre-order for this game, so we have it set. I have my copy. It's a surefire thing. We were able to secure it from GameStop. GameStop went live probably a few hours after, and that's with me updating it, constantly checking. And as soon as it updated, I jumped on it, was able to actually redeem some codes, some points in to get a discount on it. So everything worked out in that regard. Currently, it is sold out on GameStop's website at the making of this video, or at the release of this video, from PS4, PS5, Xbox Series X versions are currently, at the making of this video. They may pop in and have more, who knows, but at the making or the launch of this video, it is sold out. So super pumped that this one actually went smoother than normal. But again, I was just terrified. I was going to stay up all night if I had to, because this is the big mammoth jammer that I'm looking forward to. So with the pre-order portion of the video about pricing or the availability part, and just the hassle of the scramble of getting your hands on a pre-order, let's go ahead and talk about the content itself. So this includes the steelbook, the game itself, naturally, the deluxe DLC content. Furthermore, it comes with a map of RE4 area, which is pretty cool. You know, I've never seen an actual physical map of the area showing the lake, the village, the church, all of those things. Comes with a digital soundtrack, a physical art book, and of course the box itself. I really hope they stick with the original design for the original Resident Evil Remastered Collector's Editions, because RE2, 3, and Village came in the same shaped and sized box. Due to the content inside the box, I'm assuming that this is going to be something similar. Let's go ahead and talk about each item. So I want to touch on the inclusion at its price mark for a steelbook. The reason I'm mentioning this, I believe Resident Evil 3 Collector's Edition, which is at the same price point, did not include a steelbook. Super frustrating situation. You pay a lot of money for these Collector's Edition, and whenever you get it and it doesn't even come with a steelbook, whenever the previous RE2 Remastered Collector's Edition did come with one for the same price point, it just doesn't make sense. It makes me feel like I'm shortchanged. Best Buy, whenever I picked up my Collector's Edition for RE3 Remastered, they were selling the steelbook separately for an additional $20. So I had to pay an additional $20 just to get a piece of content that should have been included in the collection to begin with at that price point. Super frustrating. So thank you, Capcom or whoever made that decision internally to actually include the steelbook. That should have been taken care of for RE3 for sure. So inclusion of the steelbook is a win in my category. We get the extra DLC pack with product code. Depending on where your pre-order's from, you do get some pre-order bonuses. The green herb and bullet casing box chime that goes on your gun. That's take it or leave it, it's whatever. And then you get some special cases that you can actually, utilize within the game, give you an advantage, a little bit more space, which is super helpful. It's very frustrating. It creates an atmosphere of anxiety, of fear whenever you're within the game and you have 2 complete boxes of ammo and you have to pick and choose what are you going to drop, because you can't drop anything else. You need those resources just to survive the basic mechanics of the game. So really cool that they are implementing that portion of the game. Kind of touched on a minute ago, it comes with the map. Hopefully it's a large map, but from the photos, it looks like I said, it has kind of a breakdown of your journey, where you're going from the village, the lake, the church, the town hall, all the different locations. It's really cool. Again, it's something I haven't seen before. Digital digital soundtrack. We'll see how it goes. I like soundtracks. I would prefer a physical, especially at this price point. I really love the music and the ambiance within the Resident Evil community, but I really would have appreciated a physical one, if I'm being entirely honest. Cool that they included it to begin with, but yeah. Next thing is something I'm a sucker for, is the art book. So this is going to be really cool. I know Resident Evil 4 has some phenomenal locations and overviews, and I just can't wait to see it. And the book itself doesn't look too impressive. Hopefully it's a lot more impressive in person, which most of the time it is, and it has been. And then it comes with a case, which within the game, it kind of looks like the case that's in like a weapons case, like the kind of like in the cooler areas of the game where you have those kind of like ice box portion, but it looks like a gun case. The previous collector's editions also came with a sleeve that wasn't revealed in the actual box or the images, but it physically came with a sleeve over the box. It makes it look so good up on a game room shelf. So that's the box. Now let's get into the main reason I or others, in my personal opinion, would want this collector's edition, other than just to own it for the sheer nostalgia of Resident Evil 4. The statue itself. So the collector's edition for Leon Kennedy for Resident Evil 2 statue, which I have an unboxing. I've done an unboxing of all of these thus far, but I'm assuming he's going to be the same height, because these statues are meant to scale for the height and size of the individuals. He might be a little bit taller because this was young Kennedy, Leon Kennedy, and Resident Evil 2. Maybe he's grown up a little bit, maybe he's gotten a little bit bigger. We'll see. But I predict it'll be a similar size. And this sports, Leon Kennedy with his iconic leather jacket with the fur or fleece collar, and he is wielding a pump-action shotgun, the traditional shotgun typically found in the village in the opening scene of the game, where you first, come into the realization that you're pretty much screwed, and this is not going to be an easy venture. Looks like he has something on his hip. It could be, you kind of zoom in, could be a pistol, who knows what that could be on his hip. It looks like it's a gun holster. He looks very detailed. Like if you look at the bottom of his shirt, it's like the perfect wrinkle overlay, which I appreciate. It looks real. The textures are multi. It looks wonderful. He's got his gloves on. He does kind of look, I don't know, his face is a little, I don't know, he's got the iconic jawline, and the hair, I don't know, I think that they could have made his hair a little bit more blonde. I honestly would have more appreciated the pistol pose if he's standing up, he's holding the gun, the view from over his shoulder, and I don't know, I like the statue, and I like the fact that they've stuck with their core collector's edition, so that whenever you lay them out on a shelf, they look cohesive, they look wonderful. And the three collector's editions that I've already purchased prior look awesome, and this one would look really cool right up next to them. But I don't know, for this particular game, I honestly wish that they went for a different approach and put, Leon sporting his new ability, his parry, holding his knife up, while the chainsaw guy is like, you know, kneeling down on him. I think that would have been a badass approach. I think that it would have made this game stand out, as it does within the community. I don't know. I love what they've done, and the fact that they actually did a collector's edition for RE4. It absolutely deserves it. But then again, at this price point, compared to other collector's editions, like for example, the Last of Us 2 collector's edition, you know, at that similar price point on launch. Looking at the Regalia edition for the Forbidden West, again, same price point, massive statue, and I don't know. But being said that this is RE4 collector's edition, then it doesn't matter if it comes with a keychain. Then I'm going to, you know, invest in this game as it has invested in me, in my gaming, you know, path from my childhood all the way up. So to overview Resident Evil 4 Collector's Edition, Steelbook, map, DLC content, statue, digital soundtrack, art book, displayable Collector's Edition case. Due to the price point, I believe it was $249.99, somewhere in there, $250 before tax and shipping. Very expensive Collector's Edition, and again, the main game itself is between, you know, 60 and 80 bucks after tax, all said and done, somewhere in that price point. So you're paying an additional, you know, $150 for this additional content. For me, it's a no-brainer, absolutely worth it. It's one that I would definitely be super pumped and prideful to own. So it has my recommendation sticker on it. But as far as it's worth it, question goes, that is up to your discretion for sure. To me, it's a no-brainer, but to others that might not be so invested or connected to RE4, you know, might consider just doing the standard or deluxe edition if you want the DLC content. But for me, it's definitely a no-brainer to pick this up. So that's the overview of the Collector's Edition due to come out. I hope you've all, if you're still watching the video, enjoyed the video. Make sure you've all liked, comment, and subscribe if you like the video, if you want to stick around for more content. And until we get more information on this awesome, fantastical game, I'll catch you all in the next update. Later.